Window washers of Reddit. What is the craziest, weirdest, best thing you've seen while on the outside looking in of a building skyscraper washing the windows? Been cleaning windows for 6 or 7 years. I've seen old man dick twice. That's all. Sometimes little kids or cats will follow you from window to window, which is kinda funny. I'm pretty sure this is the first answer I've seen that was actually from a window washer. I once had a bookcase collapse on me in my office. As I was laying on the floor under a pile of books and shelves, I heard a knock. There was a window cleaner at the window trying not to laugh and asking if I was okay. At least he was kind enough to ask you how you were as opposed to knock on the window, wave and chuckle. I live in constant fear of my bookshelf falling on me. Did it hurt? I would have done the same. My office building has reflective glass. You can't see in from outside. The hotel next door does not. You can see in from outside. Hotel guests assume since they can't see into office building. People in office building can't see into hotel. We can. Women in hotels have boobs. Men like to tug their beef a lot. And when they get together things happen. Beef and amp. Boobs things. I would never get any work done. People are funny. Are you guys hiring and training? Not a window cleaner, but worked collecting shopping carts off a big supermarket when I was at college. The store backed onto a 10-story car park, and I had to trudge up there late evenings to get the trolleys back. Only perk of the job was standing on the 10th floor watching the guy in the office block opposite banging one of the cleaners. They went through the same routine 6 PM sharp every day for weeks, during which time I volunteered to collect the trolleys a lot. I have always wanted to stumble on something like this. I haven't. Greasy. I toy. I love Formby. The ukulele solo in that song is great. I'm not a window washer. I used to work in an older building, 60s-ish, which had these little concrete platforms outside of every window. There was a guy window washing outside my office and I noticed he started freaking out. Turns out he was getting the shit stung out of him by wasps. He proceeded to find the nest, all while getting stung, and fling water at it. When that didn't work, he grabbed it and tossed it down 10 stories. It was pretty funny, but damn, I couldn't believe he didn't fall down. Imagine just seeing a wasp nest falling down from the sky and hitting someone. Are his firearms useless against them? Talk about a buzzbomb. I saw a boss and his secretary in a conference room with the blinds drawn and they were making babies, and I saw one of the babies and the baby looked at me. Sarah, get me superintendent Chalmers. Thank you, Sarah. My cat breath smells like cat food. Why does everybody run from me? I was at my gynecologist office getting an exam while the windows were getting washed. I really hoped you couldn't see through those blinds at that moment. I could. Who watches the window watchman? NSA. Happened to a buddy of mine. He window washes high-rise buildings. And he noticed a note on a window one day that said meet at 6 PM for BJ. Him and his buddy just laughed it off and kept cleaning. Only it happened like 4 more times that week. So one day they're just cleaning away and they notice the blinds in a window moving a little bit. Whatever, no big deal. Next someone starts peeking out the blinds. So they're like, the fuck is this person doing? Next thing that happens, blinds open and a middle-aged man completely naked standing in front of them aggressively jacking it. I'm told the reaction they gave was hysteria and horror. Why did they clean the same windows 5 times that week? I'm not a window washer, but I am the troll of my floor, and when I see those guys, I know it's going to be an epic day. The last time they were at our office, I waited until they got up to our floor. Right in the center of my window, blinds were down and closed. I put on my Iron Man helmet, my interactive Mjolnir, and Capital America's shield from my desk and struck a pose while my co-worker pulls the blinds open as quickly as he could. The look on his face was priceless. A woman in all this superhero garb on top of her professional work clothes. You would have been sad if he fell over backwards off the scaffold. You really need to work on your typing game. About 15 years ago I saw this cubicle dweller dart into an empty office, clutching a cell phone. He had a short conversation with whoever was on the line, then moved to a window, opened it, and climbed out. He moved along the outside of the building toward a scaffold, but then a wind gust tore the phone from his hand. He gave up after that, then climbed back in. Shortly after that some FBI looking dudes with sunglasses came in with some cops and hauled him away. Never saw him there again. Mr. Andy Saloon. It was a Nokia phone. Fell about 60 stories through a city bus. It still worked. Holy shit, the Matrix was 15 years ago. My window cleaners came into my flat, for as yet unknown reasons, to look at the windows from the inside. Showed them the door to the bedroom, etc. Realized after they left that my bright pink glittery dildo was just laying casually on the bed. Awkward. Still wanked with it after while they were cleaning the windows, with the blinds shut, obviously. Checks history. Dang. I feel like if you'd wanked it while they were cleaning, the cleanliness of your windows would have made you the envy of the whole block. So remember, windows are highly reflective, coated in protective materials, and the bright, naturally lit outside combined with a dimmer, fluorescent inside means most window washers probably can't see through the glass. Do you poop on a lot of parties? This is what annoys me about people in cars when they see someone they know and are ignored. If you see someone you know and wave and they seem to look at you but don't wave back, chances are they can't see you at all. I've had this problem a few times and people thought I ignored them. You just have to get pretty close to the window. And when you're on a 30-story building and have a shitload of windows to get done, you don't really care what's inside anyway. The scary thing is when you're in the zone just washing windows and some asshole inside bangs on the window and scares the shit out of you. My friend and I had gotten a job cleaning our school over the summer, and while we were cleaning the windows outside of the offices we saw our principal sitting at his desk, on his phone, clipping his toenails. Haven't looked at him the same since. I was cleaning the windows of an apartment complex and saw a kid lying on the bed with 2 broken arms. As I was lowering down to go to the floor below, I caught a glimpse of his mom walking in with a face of shame and determination. Get out. You've forced me to think disturbing thoughts. Not the broken arms story again. How many window washers actually browse Reddit is a better question. My time to shine. I worked as a window washer this summer, but mostly on high-end residential homes, like $1 million+ homes. The guy I worked for witnessed a man get completely naked in his bedroom. Not so bad. I was cleaning the inside of a different house's master bedroom, and right on the nightstand, a dildo, and an assortment of lotions and body oils. Awkward. Australian goat farmers of Nigeria. Who is your favorite Bollywood actor? Not me, but a buddy of mine is. Why Benny Love, of course. Not me, but on a related note, my second cousin recently bought a new pair of pajamas. I had a friend named Ricky who was a window washer. Said he saw a couple of fat lesbians going to town on each other. Obligatory. Related, window washers are the craziest drunk bastards I've ever met. Not a single window cleaner. Once I went into the apartment of a Catholic priest and saw, without trying, a letter regarding official church policy on pervert priests, laying on the same stuff-covered bed as a newly purchased software box for private, trackless internet searching. Creepy. Same building I walked into a well-made bedroom with a handgun on the nightstand and a ventriloquist dummy on the bed. Creepy. doing drops on a Marriott in New Jersey and witnessed a porno shoot. Some of the girls came to the window and invited me up, but I was married and had school to pay for. I worked washing windows for years and never saw shit. I only worked private residences though, but still, the only interesting things I came across was reading people's journals. Not a window washer, but when I was a kid, I really loved to climb. I lived in a pretty big city with stone towers, so I would climb the hell out of those. My mom would worry about me all that time, but I hardly ever listened. Anyway, so one time, I was climbing up a tower, and I heard something weird. It almost sounded like someone was struggling. I ventured further and heard moaning. That's when I saw the queen and her brother doing the nasty, and the brother pushed me out of the window. That's what you get for inviting the Lannisters over. Let's be honest and call them peeping toms already. Gee, how could these posts get more specific? Window washer of Reddit to work in New York City. That's one way, but the responses would be, well, I'm not a window washer of NYC, but I am one of Chicago. So here's my story. I saw a window washer coming down my office building. I had about 3 floors worth of time to set up my phone as a hidden camera and put porn up on the screen. Empty office on Friday. Well hidden cubicle. Monitor faces window. Steve the Window Man from Pittsburgh. I hope you're out there. This is relevant if you watched Captain Sparkle's stream yesterday. Nothing interesting. I'm washing windows at my university, but it's the summer, and also we work from the ground. Since the tallest building is 4 stories, though we do get keys so we can go around and close windows. So sometimes we get the opportunity to go into attics and basements.